Hey, what's up, guys? This is Big Russ. And you saw in the last video, I broke this little guy. Broke the rear part of the chassis and this. So while I'm waiting on the chassis to ship and this to ship, let's go from these little baby 1.0s to some 1.3s. And yeah, I've already painted the rings so they match the truck. Because, got to. Got to. One thing I'll say about this particular set of Injora wheels, if you take the beadlock ring off, you're not mounting these wheels, okay? The beadlock ring is actually functional. It is a three-piece, technically a three-piece wheel. You got your back ring, and then your inner ring, your outer ring, and then your tire one. But that is a lot stiffer. Now, I am still running the super soft inserts. So there is that. I could, if need be, wherever I put them, go back to the foams. Could vent the tire. Not going to. So I will say this, guys. If you're going to run foams, run vented wheels, not vented tires. With a vented foam or a vented tire, if you splash it or run it through water, you're just going to inject water into your foam. And at the end of the day, you've got a ruined foam. And that ain't good. So, went ahead, put all 6 back in. I have to do cable management on this. Like, non-issue at the moment because I'm waiting on the chassis to show up. Where did my wheel nut go? I just had it. There it is. I gotta say, off the bat, I like the way this looks. I was at Hobbytown earlier, and they had a white and blue IR60 on some 70s and 1.3s. And I was like, man, that looks good. So I was like, you know what? Let me get some 1.3s. Support your local hobby shops, guys. Apparently, I've spent enough money there to get a $5 coupon. So these $29 Injora wheels cost me $26. But let's just look at that. The lighting in here sucks. That looks awesome. So I'm gonna prep the next wheel and take you guys along for a ride. All right, so when trying to stretch bigger wheels over smaller tires, you have to make sure you have everything out of it. Okay? Be like, Russ, that makes perfect sense. Now, if you weren't going to stretch, some 1 inch tires over a 1.3, and you wanted to perhaps add a little more weight, some 1.3 rings fit over your 1 inch rings, and that could make a big difference in how it performs. Um, these don't weigh very much. These wheels are aluminum. They do sell them in brass. And my suggestion would be buy the brass rings. I mean, you see the size difference here. Like, that's not. Like, it doesn't seem like it's a very big size difference, but that's huge. So, literally, with these, you just kind of pop it out. And then you take your big boy ring, and you just work it in. Like, it's not hard, guys. Take your front and work it in just like you would a regular beadlock tire. The rear is where it gets fun because you can't see the screw holes. That's about lined up. You just work it like you would any other tire. Definitely not as squishy as the ones. Yeah, like that. Boom. And then you just slap it on the truck. Now, I believe Injora sells some what are they called? Like hex mounts, to where you can like push these out a little bit. And I may look into it. These wheels are drilled for that reason. But let's get the light right. How good does that look? I still have the same amount of travel. But the tires aren't as, I mean, they're still super squishy, but they're not as squishy. Can you hear that? All right, so no more ugly little 1.0s. Not saying these are ugly wheels. These look good. But now, big old 1.3s. I think the wife's gonna like it. I really do. I got some more wheels to put together. I will see you guys in the next video. Love you. Peace.